For the latest top tips, reviews and advice, please subscribe below.
Hello and welcome to Attwoolls Camping and Leisure with me, Mike. Today I'm giving you guys a review on the Kampa Croyde 6 Air. So it's a model that carries over to the 2017 season, a few tweaks and some very good talking points about it. First thing of which, the Kampa 6 is a model that's carried on for a few years now. It's a 6-berth bedroom, so you've got 6 people at the back, a main living area and a canopy area. So 3 main areas, nice and versatile, plenty of talking points. First things, in terms of specification, it is a polyester tent. So it's 150 denier, 6,000 mil hydrostatic head, so very waterproof. Ministry of Defence Class 5 waterproofness is about 700-800, so well above that. You've got things like storm straps on the front and on the back as well to give you just that extra bit of support. And you've got a new guying system which Kampa have come up with. So new models for the 2017, there's a few tweaks. There's colour coordination tabs, so you've got the main 4 corners. I've got a big webbing strap which is coloured in blue, just as which you peg first, and by looking at our pitching videos that we do, you can check out the best way to pack up as well as pitch your tent. But there's a new system in the guy rope, so the purpose of it is, rather than having to peg the base and then do the guy rope, you do it all in one go. So the principle of it is you would pull out your pegging point to where it needs to, that then pulls out the base, and then you then tension your guide rope to give it strength. So it actually just helps speed up that pitching process just that little bit more. Still, you probably, I mean, before this even came along, I was still pushing this tent up in about 8-9 minutes flat. So it's quick and easy, just that extra little bit quicker. One feature, again, which is an improvement on 2017 as well. Not only have you got the guide rope system, but there's now a zip located on the front of this. Purpose of that being, actually, it allows you to put a zip-on sort of canopy. So it creates an extra area if you wanted to add it onto it. So it's something that, like I say, if you want an extra shelter, a very good idea to look at a later date, really. But strong model, plenty to talk about, and we'll talk a bit more about certain features and new things that's changed on this particular model for the 2017 season when we go inside. So let's have a look at that. So now we're inside the Croyde. First thing you can see is the 3 areas I was talking about. Your main canopy area, your living area, and then your sleeping area along the back. So there's quite a few changes to the 2017 model, which I'll make you aware of, but I'll go over the whole tent as a whole anyway. So the canopy area, obviously, nice wide width. There's a ground sheet for this area supplied with it. Necessarily, I personally wouldn't put it in, just because it means you can leave the front door completely open, allow the rain to come down, and it just soaks into the ground rather than collect on the ground sheet. The canopy front door, you can actually have it in several positions. You can have it sort of partially open, a little bit more open, and then completely open. So it's really nice and versatile. You've got PVC windows on the sides here, so you can get plenty of light, and actually you've got curtains as well, so you can get the privacy in the canopy area, which not an awful lot of models actually do. One other thing as well is you've got various different points for hanging lanterns. So you've got points all along sort of here for hang a lantern, as well as Velcro tabs as well. But a new thing for the 2017 season is Kampa brought out something called a saber. It's like a flexi saber light. Now that actually Velcros in to these parts just here. So all it is it means you don't really need big bulky lanterns anymore, which you can probably smack your head on. It's just Velcros in along here, keeps it all really nice and neat. It's a great extra to have on the tent as well. So it's something I can strongly recommend. Is you can pretty much 1, 2, 3 put it on every main beam in the living area and one in the canopy area as well to give you that extra bit of light. There's a door in sort of separates the living area from the canopy area, which actually opens up completely, so again along the bottom as well, to give you a lovely big open space, so it's very versatile. The door between the living area and the canopy area is actually a flat run door, which for me is a massive bonus, because there's nothing worse than seeing your kids flying through the air because they've suddenly tripped up on the basically bottom part here. So that for me is a great feature. Mesh along the top, yeah, again, to help with circulation there. Because of the polyester nature of this tent, it's not breathable. So you need to put as much ventilation in as possibly you can. So you've got ventilation panel along the top. You've got 2 side doors here, which both have mesh on them. The side door on the left-hand side here actually has a canopy pole. So the purpose of this means it's your rain-safe canopy door. You can enter and exit through this door, no problem at all, and not have to worry about the rain coming in. So what I would personally do is roll the main door on the outside up, leave the mesh one in place. You get a good circulation air to help combat with condensation, and it just makes life a lot easier. It makes it feel a bit more fresher in the morning. You've got ventilation also down behind the bedrooms, as well as at the back as well, so that's a great little thing as well. For the 2017 season as well, a great little thing is the inner bedrooms have a zip that goes all the way around on the dividers. So the Croyde 6 has the ability to sleep 6 people at the back, so you've got 2, 2 and a 2, but there's dividers in between them, so you can basically make it like a 4 and a 2 or 2 and a 4, or you have it completely open to make a massive big 6. But last year the actual zip only went sort of along the sides and then wasn't along the bottom, so it means you can still chuck your hand underneath and hit your kid, hit each other you wanted to, or nick someone else's pillow. So again, that way, completely zipped around. You still got things like storage pockets for putting keys and things like that in, which is a great little bonus, as well as a few storage pockets actually inside the actual inner itself. One thing as well, which is quite a nice thing, is they try and colour coordinate the tabs. So you've got red, blue, green and then yellow, so when you put the inner bedroom in for the very first time, you know where it goes, but you can pretty much leave it in there once you're done. There is an option in a bedroom in here as well, so the purpose of that is you can, if you wanted to make it an 8 berth, you can buy it in a separate inner bedroom to go inside of here, and then it becomes a 6 rather than makes it an 8 really. So joys of that, again, if you've got friends staying over, great idea for them to have somewhere to sleep, pop it down during the daytime, chuck all the equipment in the back and make use of the living area itself. For me, I personally find the Studland is probably a better buy, just because it's more versatile. You've got bigger room, more things are included, and for me the main culprit is the height. I mean, I'm not the most comfortable person stood up in the corners, and even coming through the doorways, I've got to duck down a little bit to get through them. I mean, I'm best part of 6'2", 6'3", and that for me is small little things like that makes quite a big difference. On the model, you've got loads of PVC windows. So like I say, you've got 2 in the canopy, 2 in the main living area, and there's actually 2 in the doors on the side doors. All of them have the ability of toggle up blinds, so you can literally get your privacy when you want to make it all enclosed, and certainly help try and make yourself sleep in longer without having the lights waking you up at God knows what hourly in the morning. But really nice model, a very good price point as well, and offers certainly a lot of features and a lot of space for what else you can see on the market. But like I say, if you can stretch to buying the Studland, I would probably recommend it, just for that extra sort of £150 or so. Really will make quite a bit of difference, I think personally, in my opinion. Not only having the bedroom included, which you'd have to pay for with the Croyde, but like I said, the general space, the height throughout, it's just got more going for it, extra ventilation. I think that for me is the best model. But the Croyde 6 sold incredibly well for the 2016 season. I can't see why I wouldn't for the 2017. So in essence, that is the Kampa Croyde 6 there.